All right, I just like that intro. Ain't got nothing to do with football, but I like that, John, man. What's up with y'all, man? Shout out to Bet US Sportsbook. I'm back once again for the second time. I look a little tired. That's only because I am, man. I am, but that shit they never stopped me, man. I'm tired as hell. I've been running around for the last 2 days on a little bit of sleep, but ain't no excuses. I still gotta get this film done, so let's do it. But I was looking because I was talking to a couple people earlier, and sometimes I'm talking off a theory, and people will hear me talking off a theory, and they'll argue with me, and then I feel pissed off because I don't have a comeback for some of the arguments that they make, and that's because I haven't gotten a chance to look at the film. So I was talking about the run game earlier, and then shout out to my man Chris from Cowboys Beat, man. We talked for a minute about the Cowboys too, amongst other things. We talked about everything, man. But we definitely was talking about the run game. So while doing so, I sat here and while we were talking, I just started looking at the film, start paying attention to what's actually going on. Let me make sure my shit is active. Yeah, there we go. My money gotta be turned on, man. Can't let the money get funny. But I was basically paying attention to what was going on in the run game, right? And I said, let's look at the 49ers run scheme because it'll be a good game to look at since we're about to play them anyway. And schemes really just little things in the scheme make the biggest difference. And it's like it's things that aren't really hard for the Cowboys to even do. And if they were doing it, you would get the daylight you're looking for, and you would help not only this line out, you would also help these running backs out. You would help Dak out tremendously just by adding little things to your offensive scheme from a blocking standpoint. So Scolari, man, you got to get it together because Scolari, I think you're better than this. You know what I'm saying? You got to be better than this, bro, because there's a lot of hat on hat going on when you compare the schemes. And that's Mike McCarthy, Schottenheimer, they all included in that. But it's very minute things that are happening that are creating space for one player, for Mason, and no daylight for Zeke and Rico. And I broke this down, man. Like, so I'm going to go through a few plays in a second, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Davey, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I don't think he said, I don't think I've seen scheme on this team like the top teams do. Oh, that's true. So usually we disagree when it comes to the run game because you don't like the backs. And I can't argue with you about backs, but I'm going to show you where specifically certain players may, like Mason may turn one play that could be a 10-yard play into a 30, 40-yard play because of his explosiveness. No different than Pollard used to, right? I won't argue with that. But there's certain plays where any back would get just off the scheme 8 to 10 yards. You can see it clear as day in the 49ers scheme. It doesn't matter who's back there because they run it with their fullback. They do it with anybody. And why? Because their blockers are blocking a certain way. And even the ones who aren't very good, they're able to double team 3 or 4 guys on your defensive line because they're going to leave 2 guys unblocked and they're going to come back across the line with some sort of trap or jet sweep that's going to catch them or at least slow those guys up on those traps. And then they do the same thing with their play actions and they run everything off that motion. And it confuses the shit out of people. And it also, we already know what it does to defensive ends because they beat the shit out of D-Law with it. They beat the shit out of Micah Parsons with it all the time. So we know it works, but we don't do it. And I'm like, why wouldn't we do that when we have struggling tackles? Both Guyton, you know how you help Guyton out? You know how you help him out? Let him go off, use his legs, use what he does do well, his footwork, and go hit somebody in space. Let Terence Steele go hit somebody in space. Let them pull. Let them hit something, right? Have a tight end come across the line and smack something. You know what I mean? That's what will help those guys out because guess what? Those defensive ends getting beat up like that. We see what happens to Micah Parsons when he plays the Niners. He don't get no sacks. You know why? Because he gets smacked all day. So he ain't got time to be worried about no pass rush. That's why the 49ers have time. It's not just because their blockers are great. You know what I mean? It's just that they set their team up for success. So the criticism of Mike McCarthy from a standpoint of scheme is warranted to a degree. I think that he should hand over the keys to Schottenheimer so that he can focus on direction and then kind of like direct that scheme. But calling the plays, it's whatever. If you want to call them, call them. But somebody, if it's Schottenheimer designing these plays, then it's on Schott either. But it's on whoever's designing these run plays because we have a very vanilla run scheme. It's just gap, just straight up hat on hat, go at the guy and try to hold your block. And that's why we getting holding calls because you're just asking guys to be strong enough to hold fucking Pro Bowl defensive tackles and defensive ends in place for too goddamn long. they not worth their salt if you could do that consistently. You have to hit them in space while moving, right? And we're not doing any of that. So, man, when you see this film, it's gonna hurt a little bit. He said, hold on. Mike McCarthy, Davey said Mike McCarthy asked in our OC if they watched the other teams and steal their plays, and they said no. Shaking my head. Yeah, that is fucking dumb. You should, you should, but they don't do it. Here we go. Koy, I spun back your video from earlier and it was great. I had the same feeling. The 49ers are not the same, and Dallas needs to seize the moment. Yeah, they're banged up a little bit. I actually got that play where Ayuk got hurt on this one. So if there's a week that you want to beat the 49ers, it would be this one. But hey, if they don't this week, knowing that they're wounded the way they are, then, I think it would be time. If they get blown out by this version of the 49ers and they put up 180 yards rushing, that's kind of bad. Oh, yeah, Rico would be nice in the 49ers type of scheme, but if we aren't going to scheme, you need better talent. That makes sense. It doesn't matter what talent you have, though, Davey, when you watch these plays. I don't give a fuck who back there, bro. If you're getting hit as soon as you get the rock, you ain't going nowhere, man. It don't matter. But it ain't many of y'all in here. It's like 44 of y'all in here. Make sure y'all share it, like it, subscribe, do what you do. Roll one up because we're going to be here for a little second. I don't know how long because I ain't got that much film, but you know what I mean. I like to talk a little bit. But let's go. Let me see what he got. I'm going to get right into the film. And let me put this on real quick. Boom. And where is it? Headed nowhere fast. That's what I called it. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, probably because they are. If they keep running like this. Hold on. All right. So where's that? Let me hide the comment first before we do that. Boom. Let me start right here. Where you at, Davey? I'll put your comment up. Let me take that down. Boom. There we go. And I'm even going to take off the overlay because I want to see all of this. Let me take off the overlay real quick. Hide that. Boom. All right. I want y'all to see this whole thing. And then I'll put that back up. Okay. Y'all know who I am. All right. Here we go. So when I was watching Mason, I'm just like little things, like I said, make the biggest difference. Let's watch this setup, right? All right. So this is a counter. This is just a simple counter, but you see this line going across here? That's a jet sweep, right? So that sweep motion right there is just enough, even though there's nothing going on there, that's enough to slow up or at least make the defensive end stay home and that linebacker on the back end. Stay home just in case there's a reverse action. And watching how you play this as an offense, when we watch how the Kansas City Chiefs plays this sweep motion, it tells the offensive coordinator when it's time to actually hand the fucking ball off, or the quarterback when it's time to actually hand the ball off to that motion. Why? Because if they overplay this and they keep stepping inside and not even respecting the sweep, hand it off to them. You're gonna get Deebo Samuels in space or CD in space, and you're gonna kill, right? If they keep biting down on it, cool. So what? You know what to do. You can kind of counter them, right? Now here, boom. The space that they have here. Now, watch the offensive line. There's two people, the linebacker here on the back end and the defensive end or outside linebacker for KC are not blocked at all. This is Mason's job here. When he cuts back, those are his assignments. But up front, look what you have. You have double teams across the board, and you have these guys. They're blocking on an angle, down blocking, so that they can get the defensive line moving one way. This gives Mason an easy read on where he needs to cut. Now, yeah, he has to cut into two people, and this is where the difference is. Now, could Zeke see this and do this? Sure. We've seen him do it all the time. Boom. Now, would he probably get tackled right there? Maybe. Now, maybe Zeke goes down right there, but where that scheme alone, this is why I say scheme matters. Scheme bought Mason right there. If you just said Zeke's contact balance isn't the same, okay, Zeke would have went down right there, right? But he would have had 6 yards, maybe 5 yards before he went down. And I think Zeke probably could break that. But anyway, so could Rico. But we're not getting these, right? But if he would have went down right there, the scheme itself, I just proved that the scheme bought Mason 5 yards before he got touched, right? Now, the rest of this was Mason. So Mason squeezed that out and probably got 10, 11 out of it because of himself, right? But the scheme bought him that. Now, let's show you the same type of look, even though this is an outside zone counter instead of coming from under center. It doesn't matter. Same look as far as the block, right? Watch this. There's no motion coming back across this line of scrimmage. That's what I want you to pay attention to. Now, you see, there's no one coming from right to left to occupy the backside of this play, right? Now, on the front side, we have blocks set up similar, except for these guys. Look at Steele. Look at Zack Martin. They're not moving. They're pass blocking right now. You get what I'm saying? Look at their sets, too. Look at even Tyler Smith. Everybody's trying to hold blocks. Nobody's moving. This is pass blocking here. There's nobody firing off the ball with their hat low, moving forward. Everybody standing up, like they're pass blocking. This is pass protection. That's what it looks like. That's what we've been doing since before Solari was here. I don't even understand why the fuck we do it, but we've been doing that for a while now. We pass block as if we're run blocking. And if you think I'm joking, let me go back real quick. Okay. Now watch these guys. Watch how they fire off the ball. Watch the offensive line. All right. These guys are moving their feet, chopping, hat low, chopping, moving people. We're not doing that. We're standing, trying to hold a block. And you heard Jerry say that we're not holding our blocks good enough. These guys aren't holding their blocks either, but they're blocking on an angle where it doesn't matter. By the time they've gotten in the way of the defender, he's out of the play. There's nothing he can do about it. Even if he beats you, he can't make the play. Here, these guys are, look at that. Look at this again. Watch the snap. And if you want an example, watch Zack Martin's feet from the snap. Watch the chops. Chop, 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 boom. No, he didn't move anywhere. He didn't go anywhere. Where's Steele? Did Steele gain any traction? No. Well, I know maybe this wasn't a draw play, so they're not firing off the ball. Now CD has the same option on the backside, right? Without that jet motion from a tight end or a wide receiver, he has to beat two people as well. He tries, it's just CD, but it's just like I said, there's no wrinkle in this that would create a big play for you. Now you can see where and let me just say this. No, I'm not a NFL player nor NFL coach, but common sense to me is common sense. So when I'm looking at these plays, if you don't like what I'm looking at, change it. That's all I got to say about the team. Like, if you don't like what I'm looking at and you don't like what I'm saying about what I'm looking at, then it's very easy to change this shit. We do something, Jerry. But fucking dead. Now you see this on the backside, right? You see Kittles and Juszczyk, I think his name is. They're both coming back across this line of scrimmage to trap these two guys off the edge, right? Now, what that allows Trent Williams and the rest of this offensive line to do is double team two of the guys in the interior, and then just take out those other guys. That guy, the outside linebacker to the right, he's irrelevant because the play ain't going that way. But you're going to stretch him that way by the steps that Mason takes. He's going to take a couple steps to the right too and move him, right? So they're trying to move that guy without even touching him. And they're saying, Kittle, don't even fucking worry about it. Juszczyk, don't worry about him. We're going to get the guys in the back end. Now, if they can do this properly and seal that backside, you'll see the potential for big plays. These are things that you see that? You see that? You got double teams in the middle field. And this is very hard for any defensive line to block up because KC has a very good defensive line. They still were getting gashed a little bit in the run game because you're getting double teamed on a regular basis. And then that allows them to peel off and get to Moulton on the second level. Trent Williams on Moulton on the second level. You're going to create an alley right here, right? Right. And when you do, now let me ask you, anybody can tell me what plays they want me to look at. So far, because of the scheme, has Mason been touched? Show me a play where Zeke or Rico had a look like this, where it looks this clean on any play this season, because I've watched them all. They have had good runs. None of those runs have come from a scheme like this or looks like this. It just means maybe one play out of 30, they blocked it up correctly and they got somewhere. And usually they're holding because they're trying to hold fucking blocks. Look at this. He hasn't been touched until he's 8 yards up the field. When you show me Zeke or Rico or any of them getting blocked up like this and they can get 8 yards up the field without getting touched, then I can start assessing the running backs. I can't say shit about a running back until the offensive line is doing stuff like this for them. And if you want to watch that again, let's watch that in full speed so that you can see what I'm talking about. Because I don't want y'all to miss nothing. Watch this. Boop, boop. Hats coming across. They sealed the backside, and all he needed is a little bit of space. He don't need you to whoop your block's ass or just get in his way while moving. We'll take the same look and we'll try to get Ferguson to just hold his guy. He'll just try to hold his guy. It's still like imagine right now in this play, Kittle's just trying to block that defensive end head up. Imagine that. Kittle's not going to do that. You know what he's going to do? He's going to fire off and seal the backside. So he got a running start on that defensive end on the backside. And they're doing this with Juszczyk. This is their fullback, right? Why are they able to do this? So now us on the backside, who's coming across the line sealing that edge on the backside? No one. So what's happening? Because Dak is not a run threat, you're running a read option with Dak. Dak is not a run threat. That defensive end hopes that you run with Dak because he knows that linebacker behind him is going to scrape. So Rodriguez is going to scrape and they're going to gap exchange right there. Rodriguez is going to beat the shit out of Dak if Dak keeps his ball, right? So the defensive end just barrels down on Zeke. Why? Because there's no tight end or wide receiver coming across the line of scrimmage to even threaten him at all. There's no threat. So he could just go. He could just go. That is, to me, is craziness. But how the hell would you expect Zeke to get anywhere doing that? And then when you look at the blocking scheme, just watch the blockers. Just watch the line. Just watch everybody on our line. Watch them. Okay. Beebe and Zack Martin, they're pass blocking. They haven't moved this guy anywhere. They got no movement. Steele is pass blocking. He hasn't moved Aiden Hutchinson anywhere at all. There, let's go. Now watch Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith has his hips turned all the way in. He's supposed to be scraping here off of this block, combo block, and getting to the second level to seal Rodriguez, right? His hips are turned, so he doesn't get it. Boom. You see that? There's nowhere for Zeke to go. So to say Zeke is trash, you could say it. Maybe he is trash. I don't know. But I can't assess Zeke off of this shit that I'm looking at. That's what I'm saying. That's just honesty. That's not fanboy home talk. It's like, what the fuck you want me to say? Is he getting clean looks like this and fucking it up? If he was, then I say Zeke he's screwing it up, man. What is he doing? You know what I mean? But he's not getting this. This is a fullback. He ain't fast. He ain't got no explosiveness. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting touched either. For how many yards? He's 3 yards up the field now, right? Okay. Everybody's in position. He's 3 yards up the field, hasn't been touched till right here, 6 yards up the field. When are Zeke and Rico, when are they getting those types of looks where they're 6 yards up the field before anybody gets a hand on them? Does not happen. Does not happen. Let's look at another one. Now, you see that same motion coming across. Now, what's happening? He's going to seal the edge. Boom. Kuschek right there, Juszczyk, seals the edge. That's all he has to do. When he seals this defensive end, you see everyone else is pushing to the left, right? So it's just like a stretch play almost, but everybody's kind of zone blocking to the left, pushing everybody to the left, and they're still in the backside. That little bit of space that he created right there is going to be just enough for Mason to squeeze through there and get where? Boom. 4 or 5 yards up the field before he gets touched. Now, if Zeke does this every time he touched the ball, or Rico did this every time he touched the ball, and every once in a while they bust for a 10, 12, 20-yard one, that would be a great run scheme. We're not doing any of this stuff. This is what our run scheme kind of looks like right here. Everybody just hat on hat. Like the 49ers do it sometimes, and they did it here. This is just hat on hat. And that was holding too. They didn't call it. But we don't do that type of stuff. I put this play in here because we're playing them this week, and this is Brandon Ayuk. This is how he got hurt. Ayuk got hurt on this post pattern. Boom, across the middle. Damn, right there. And smack. Oh, man. Got fucked up right there. But so he won't be in. So like I said, if it's a week where you could beat or you should be able to beat the 49ers, it would be this one. If we can't do anything with the 49ers this week and they blow us out or make us look goofy with everybody on their offense, their skill players like that, like beat up like that, that's a problem. This is what we do, though, right here. Boom. Nobody. Now, look at Zack Martin from the beginning. Let's watch this again. Let's watch it. Boom. Zack Martin, we just snapped the ball. Zack Martin is pass blocking, and he's in the backfield already. What is Tyler Smith doing? Please tell me. What is his job here? What is Tober's job here? Somebody tell me. I don't think anybody. Now look at Zack. This is what I mean by trying to hold blocks. Zack is just trying to hold his guy. Steele is just trying to hold his guy. BB and Bass, they're just trying to hold their guy. They're not trying to push. They're not blowing anybody off the ball at all. And the linebackers are already in their gaps. There's nothing for those linebackers to do. They're free because we are too high and we're not firing off the ball. Where the hell is Rico supposed to go? Tell me. Where was he supposed to go? Here we go again. Now, this is Zeke, right? Now, same concept that we just saw with the 49ers, except there is no jet motion on this play where there's no jet sweep or no jet motion coming across this line to trap Aiden Hutchinson. Now, if you were to trap Aiden Hutchinson here, you would have a lane for Zeke on the backside, right? Because everybody's down blocking to the left, right? Right. See? You see what I'm saying? Now, who is there? No one. So how is Zeke where's the daylight supposed to come from? The scheme, that's bad run scheme. There's nowhere for him to go. He sees it. He has to press because he can't cut back. Ayton is just sitting there watching him. Like there's nobody occupying it. Same thing here. Look. Okay. Even when the offensive line blocks okay, which I say they block okay here, right? Boom. There's nowhere to go on the backside. Who you got on the backside? You got your tight end on the backside blocking, right? But you're asking him to just beat a defensive end. If a defensive end is worth his salt, you can't block him with a tight end. I don't give a fuck how good the tight end is at blocking, unless he's Jason Witten or George Kittle's. You're probably not going to be able to block the guy, right? Now watch, who's that? Schoonmaker. Why wouldn't you just take Schoonmaker? If you're trying to cut this back with Zeke to the left, you should take Schoonmaker and Ferguson and put them opposite side, or you should take Spanford and you put him in motion to the left. Either, however you want to do that, one of these guys should be sweeping to the left right now, right? Don't even try to block Hutchinson or whoever that is on the edge. Don't even try to block him. Leave him alone and let someone trap him so that Zeke can see this lane. This would be a great cutback right here. Just have somebody trap him. They're not doing that. They're trying to get a tight end to block that guy. So where the fuck do you think Zeke is going to go? Where do you think he's going to go? Here. It took 4 guys in the middle of the field to block 2 right here. And they don't go anywhere. All of them they look like they're in a scrum, for a rugby scrum right now. And this is all 4 of them, right? Look at them. From Tyler Smith to Zack Martin, all of them are blocking one guy. That's one guy. That's one guy. They got no movement because they're pass blocking. One guy. Now, check this out. Steele is in there. Watch Steele. Steele just going to fall. Watch Steele. Watch Steele. Boom. He tries to get to the second level. Boom. So all 5 of your offensive linemen, Tyler Smith is holding his block, but all 4 of the rest of them, and Shoemaker's now getting pressed in there, are just in one pile. There's no space there. Now, Rico does his best to jump cut that and get his own yardage. That was all on Rico, though. You can't tell me we schemed it up that way. That's what I'm talking about when I say this. How am I going to assess the run game when this, RDAC, when this is what you're getting up front? This is shitty. Look at this. Now, watch this again. All right. Now we get the jet sweep on the back end, right? Right. Okay. Well, on the front side, no one holds the block. Look at that. So Zeke gets the ball. Where the fuck is he going with the ball? Tyler Smith got beat from jump. From jump. They're being out-schemed up front, and it shows very simply, too. Look at that. From jump. From jump. So I can't say, yo, Zeke trash. How I know? I don't fucking know if he trash. I really don't. I think Zeke is okay. Because I think he can run better than Jerome Bettis at the end of his career. He did okay. I think he can run better than Corey Dillon at the end of his career. I think he was okay. You know what I'm saying? I think he could. If you block for him. If you put Zeke on this play right here, right? Just imagine, like I said, if Zeke was here on this play here, do you think that he could cut this back? Yeah. Now, do you think he breaks that tackle? Maybe. If he doesn't, though, if he doesn't break this tackle, how many yards does he get on that play? 6 without the breaking tackle. Now, if he breaks it, cool. But if he doesn't, you got 6 yards. Can you deal with 2nd and 4? I think you could. Could you run again at 2nd and 4? I think you could. You can't run again when it's 2nd and 7. You can't run again when it's 2nd and 8 because you ain't getting nowhere, or 2nd and 12 because they hit you in the backfield. And that's what's happening to us. That's what's happening to us. So when you look at the scheme and you say, okay, the players are trash. Well, I can't really assess everyone. I can't even really assess the pass game because if we were running the ball this way, Dak would look better when we actually do those bootlegs and play actions. He sucks on those. He gets blown up on all of them because don't nobody believe that you're running. And if you are, they don't even give a fuck. Because like you ain't even a threat on the ground. Now, look at this play. Do you think any running back on our repertoire, if they were on this team, Deuce Vaughn, let's just take Deuce Vaughn because he's supposed to be the worst one, right? Let's take Hunter Lipke. Do you think Hunter Lipke could get yards on this play? You think Hunter could get yards on this play? I think so. You know why? Because nobody's touching the guy until he's 6 yards up the field. This wasn't vision. This wasn't a Barry Sanders juke move. Mason didn't do shit but just say, follow the scheme. Run the ball where I tell you to. That's it. Oh, use check. Did use check do something special here? No. He had two options on this play. right? So if he ran the outside zone, you see that this is a choice. Right? He's just reading this defensive tackle. That tackle peeks to the outside for the outside zone. So now Juszczyk knows, hey, now I got to cut this inside. He can cut it inside because there's so much space and opportunity inside, right? Those guys are moving forward. Look at their offensive line. They're up the field 3 yards, firing off the ball, going to go find something to hit and trying to seal those guys on the backside, right? You see 64? His job is to make sure those linebackers don't get over the top of him. And right now, all Trent Williams is doing is kicking that defensive end out. And then Juszczyk is just going to cut this inside. Once he does, watch this. Once he cuts inside, there's nobody's going to touch him. Juszczyk, he's a fullback. You see the same looks. Like I said, this is not rocket science, folks. I didn't need to do a lot here. Now, Davey, I hear you calling them trash. How good do you? I mean, what do you expect them to do with these type of plays, though? This is what I'm saying. What do you expect them to do with this? What do you expect them to do with it? Then I could tell you what Zeke is. Here, do you think Zeke could run this? I think he could. I think he could. I don't think he would get 20 yards. I don't think he'd get 20 yards. But could he get what's that? 8 right there before he gets touched? Could he get you 12? Could he get you 12 on this play? Probably. That don't make sense to me, man. It don't make sense. Boom. He said you can't average 3 yards a carry. You can average 3 yards a carry when your offensive line don't block, David. You must never play football, bro. You ain't never played no football. You never played football, bro. Your average comes from what? From your attempts and from you actually getting the ball and someone actually having a scheme for you. There is no scheme for Zeke or anybody else for that matter on this offense, and that shows. So when Jerry came out and criticized the plays and the play design, he's not wrong for these plays. Like, look at this. They're pass blocking while running. That doesn't make any sense. So, like I said, I wanted to jump on and talk about this live because I was talking about it earlier, and it's just crazy. Like, if you can't watch this and see clearly, like, there's something really wrong with the way we're designing our run plays. It doesn't make any sense. Like, let me read what you say here. Zeke ain't even got a fair shot yet. He ain't gonna get 100 yards off 5 carries in Dallas. Let Zeke get a full game, kind of like Rico did the other week, and then see if he's washed. I mean, it don't matter if you get a full game if you're going to block like that. It don't matter because you're going to be running into nothing. And you're going to say, Zeke had 30 carries for 33 yards. Yeah, so would anybody else. Or maybe he gets 70, you know what I mean, with these type of blocks. But that 70 is coming all off of you and your skill and your body. You beating your body up to get that 70. There is nothing that they're giving you scheme-wise that's going to bust you or break you to a different level or to the second level. You're not getting to the second level with our scheme, and that shows. So I don't know what else anybody wants to say. Hold on, let me see. You got a super chat here. Using too much shotgun, which makes run blocking worse. That is very true, man. Appreciate you, Glenn. Let me see. Talk Your Talk Media. What up, bro? Sadiqa, what's up? Cody Anderson, I've been saying that same shit. We pass block for running and pass plays. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. And if you're going to do that, you should be running draw plays or something. We don't even run draws. Fat Boy Mike needs more at snap motion in our plays. That is true, Davey. I've been saying that same shit. Yeah, I saw that. You're not helping your players when you don't. That's a fact. Salute right back to you. Talk Your Talk. It's Loving Aries. What up, though? Coach Marv, you in the building? What's up? Stop giving Zeke the ball. Only get that scrub the ball in short yardage. Dave, you are what I don't like about Cowboys fans sometimes, bro. I fuck with you personally. You know what I mean? I like you as you're a fan of me. But a fan of the Cowboys, it don't make sense, man. I never saw anybody do that to their own players before, especially ones who, whatever he is, even if you said Zeke is washed, right, or slowed down or not the same, how did he get like that? Tell me. How did he get slower? How did he get dinged up? How did he slow down? How did his body age? Just like we did Marion Barber. Because he gave it all here. And instead of respecting that, when it's done or when he's not as good as he was as a rookie, you're like, oh, fuck him. You know what I mean? Get him out of here. You don't have to leave. He just has to have a shared backfield with somebody who's explosive like a Tony Pollard or like a Rico Dowdle. That doesn't mean he needs to leave. He's a short yardage guy. And we've been seeing that since football began. You see guys like Mike Allstott. You see guys like Jerome Bettis. You see guys like LaDainian Tomlinson. You name it. Emmitt Smith even. We had him. Emmitt Smith was over the hill after a while, right? But he was trying to get 30 carries a game. Zeke's not. So at the end of the day, if you can't see where you could use Zeke in short yardage situations, like you see the bus in the end of his career, you can't see how that could work for you. Then I don't know what to tell you, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. Okoye, focus on San Fran tight end edge blocking. KC was very physical on the edge. Boom. All right, I think I did. What's up, Coach Marv? What's up, Coach Sage? What's up? Sage, what's up? Dre Matic, what's good? And Davey is hurting Okoye. Why are you hurting? Rico is 25 for 64, laughing my ass off. I don't know, bro. Do your thing. I don't know what those stats are. I'm going off the film, man. Adequate, my guy, you're the balance that's needed in our Cowboy space. I appreciate that, bro. I ain't even gonna say all that. I don't know about none of that. I just know that on the film, this don't look like anybody would do any better. And I'm gonna let this play out. Shout out once again to Bet US Sportsbook. I'm gonna let this play out real quick so you can see it. And let's just watch this all the way through. One more again. Let's watch this one more again. And I'll break it down one more time for you, man. So when you watch the 49ers, you always see the snap motion. Every time you see jet sweep or snap motion coming across the line of scrimmage to either distract or actually hit a defensive end in motion so that they have to think twice when they want to fire off the ball. They have to widen out and they have to stay home. That buys your running back not only time, but it gives them cutback lanes. We see this happen to us all the time. Teams do this to our defense all the time. So it's not like you don't know about that. It's not like you've never seen it. It's not like you can't watch it in film, because if you're the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, you're watching it all the time because it's happening to you. They do this to us, right? Everyone. So for us not to be able to capitalize off of any of this or take advantage of any of this, it doesn't make any sense to me, man. And the Cowboys are not using any type of motions when it comes to their run game. Not any effective motion anyway. They'll do motion and then they're stationary when they snap the ball and everybody's pass blocking. That's not going to get us anywhere, man. These guys are not getting touched to the 8 yards up the field. And I got more and more. It's so many plays that I can show you that are similar. It just doesn't make any sense. Matter of fact, I think I got some of them here. Hold on a second. Let me just show you some other plays real quick. Let me see if I got them in video file. It might be older. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on a second. Boom. All right, yeah, this is a good one. Let's watch Derrick Henry. Now, everybody talking about Derrick Henry this week, right? We're talking about how Derrick Henry he's a G and we should have had him and blah. All right, now let's watch the blocking in front of him, though. Let's just watch it. All right, off the snap. Now, their scheme a little bit different. There's no motion here, but watch their fullback on the back end and watch their right tackle, right? Boom. Oh, no, it's not the right tackle. It's the right guard and fullback. They're down blocking while everybody else is like just jumping upfield, right? Getting upfield. But look at this. Look at the scheme. We don't see any of this. Like, they know exactly where they need to get to cut off those linebackers, right? So you see the left tackle, center, and right tackle all are going to jump to the second level while the rest of them are down blocking, right, to cut off the upfield penetration. So boom. Boop. See that? Upfield penetration stopped in its tracks because they were tricked. Did they have to be strong enough to hold their blocks? No. They didn't have to be strong here. All they had to do was get in those guys' way, because by the time Henry got the ball, there's no way any of those three guys that jumped upfield can make this play. But now those guys that jumped to the second level are already in position, and all Henry has to do is wait for that last block from that tight end. Now, has he been touched? Has he been touched? Has he been touched? Did he make a cut? Did he stiff arm somebody? Did he do anything at all? Davey, anybody? Tell me what Henry did special thus far. Right now. What did he do special? Did he do anything? Somebody tell me. What did he do that got him here? Did he do it? Was it vision? Did he do anything? Did he do anything? Did he do anything? Did he do anything yet? Did he do anything yet? Now, you could say maybe Zeke doesn't get all the way up the field because he might not have the same burners. You could probably say that if you wanted to. Maybe. But what you can't say is that he wouldn't have got at least fucking 15 yards on this shit. You can't say that. Let's watch it again. Anybody. Rico. Rico gets a touchdown here. Did anybody touch him? What running back skill or move did he make that would make you say he did this? Let me show. What is he doing? And I'm not hating on Henry. I'm just saying when Jerry says Henry wouldn't do shit here because of the scheme, watch the run scheme again. This is intricate. So those guys know exactly what they're doing and know they don't have to be better than the guy in front of them because they're not asking them, hey, push the guy in front of you off the ball and hope you're better. We're not trying to just rely on you being better than the guys in front of you. They're just saying, let this guy get up the field. Boom, bang. That's it. Can our line do that? Of course they can. All of them can. All of them can. This is why scheme matters. Okay, boom. Okay. Did he do anything? Is what I'm asking. The O-line in the scheme did this. Now, I can say, you can say, maybe Zeke doesn't. Zeke was clocked at 20 miles an hour last year. Rico could have made a touchdown on that. Deuce Vaughn could have got a touchdown on that. Shit. Hunter Lipke probably gets hit maybe here. Maybe you can catch him there. Maybe somebody catches Hunter from the back here. Maybe Hunter doesn't get all the way up the field. But what I can say is they damn sure would have had a first down. They damn sure would have been a good run. You feel what I'm saying? We're not getting any of that. Now, when you want to watch effort plays, this is an effort play from a running back. I'm showing it. I don't need to lie. I don't need to make it up. Now, this isn't a run play, I don't think, from Montgomery. I think this one was a pass play. But this is effort from a running back. This is what I call effort. Now, if I see a running back doing this and you say, man, this is the difference between blocking and just good old-fashioned ass whooping from a running back. That is an ass whooping from a running back right there. That's just run play. That's a running back doing what running backs do. That's Montgomery. Get what I'm saying? Now, he's hurt right now, but this is what a running back doing it himself is. Like, there's nobody really helping him much here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's him. Still him. Get what I'm saying? Still him. This is all him. That's different. Now, did Henry have to do that on that play? If he did that on some beast mode shit, then I would say it was Derrick Henry. That wasn't the difference. Let's watch the difference again. He just ran a straight line. All right. So stop it with the we needed a better back here. We need to trade for a back. Dalvin Cook, anybody you put back there, if you block for them like that, they're going to kill. We're not blocking like that. That's the problem. So, Davey, I don't want to argue with you until I see that as a blocking scheme. And then if you see a running back fuck that up, then you can talk about him. If I see a running back, hey, you got poor vision, and they had a whole lane. Why you ain't run straight there through there? Then I can talk about you. I don't see that. Or, I mean, he ain't got enough burst. He had a lane. He could have got a touchdown, at least a first down. He only got 3 yards off that play because he hesitated. Then I can talk about you. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. A lot of players are going to make business decisions when it comes to Henry, too. I mean, that's a fact. A lot of players are going to make business decisions when it comes to Zeke, too. You know why? Let me show you. Let me show you what happens when you just try to run up and hit his ass. Let me see which first off, look at that. Look at this. This is a fucking defensive end and he's not even a little one. He's like a 280-pound defensive end. Zeke fucking flipped this motherfucker like a fucking kid. Bang. All right. Like, he not no slouch when it comes to contact. I don't know why people saying that. Neither is Rico. Watch this. Pecco, whatever his name is, he gonna get hurt immediately. Right there. Boom, right there. You see that? Just off this play here, boom, out the game. Dude who gator rolling right there. Watch this. It's over for him. I think it's Pecco. Domatal. Boom, gone. He's out. That was into him. He's out. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of bullshit that's going on when we talk about what these running backs is doing when we're not getting any of that. Like, there's nowhere to go. There's nobody getting any lanes in any of these plays. Let me see if I got any other run plays because I might have some running back plays in here. But there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Let me see. Swift. Oh, here we go. Now, this was a good one, right? I broke this play down. I never got to get this film out to y'all, so sorry about that. But watch this play. Now this, oh my God, beautiful. It was a good scheme, but this is a running back just having burst. Now Henry didn't have to do this because nobody touched him. This is all Swift here. Not all Swift, but a lot of it Swift. Watch this. Just watch Swift on this play. That move right there, that should have been a 5-yard run. He turns this run into a touchdown. This is all DeAndre Swift. Watch this right there. Now, see, they had that motion, and he had to jump over that because the defensive end, whatever his name, Hako, whatever his name is, but he went right through it. He ran right through that snap motion. Watch this. But at least they had it. Snap motion there, boom. He has to jump right through that, right? Now here, most running backs, if let's just say that was Zeke. Zeke probably is down right now at 7 yards up the field. He's down. He probably would have got hit right there, maybe went down. Rico maybe breaks his tackle, right? But most running backs are going down right about here. Somebody's going to hit him right there. They're not going to be able to get through that gap fast enough. Boom. Swift accelerates and burns right through it. So that was good vision, good contact balance right here. Contact balance right there, boom. And then good acceleration. Now, I could give him that. If he did that, if Henry was doing that on a regular basis, I would say this is all Henry, bruh. You know what I mean? So when people look at certain things or certain plays, I don't know what they're paying attention to, but they're not paying attention to blocking schemes or what running backs are really supposed to be doing. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. He said my first game I saw Rico break a tackle was a Steelers game. Hey, maybe. Okoye, when we win Sunday and go on a mini run. If we win Sunday, everybody, what I think is going to happen in the Cowboy Nation if we win Sunday is everybody will get super hype, too hype, because we're beating a wounded dog. The 49ers are wounded. I think it's going to be a gritty game. I hope we fuck them up even worse, honestly. I hope it's physical and we come out smacking because we healthy. I hope we smack them up so that when we see them again, they still smacked up. And I hope we smack them up so that we don't see them again because they smacked up and start losing. That's what I hope because I don't like those motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, if we do win handedly, don't get too far up. If we lose barely, don't get too far down. Now, if we get blown out, go ahead and cry. Go ahead and cry then. Because you're getting blown out by somebody you know is wounded. And then you know your scheme is inferior if you get blown out because you know the only way they can beat you is by superior scheme because they ain't doing it with their talent and skill because they got guys that are hurt. You understand? So that's the only way I would look at it and say, you know, you need to start preaching doom and gloom. But other than that, if we win this game, keep it the same. Keep it the same. If we blow them out, start crying. Why? Because if you blow them out, we're not going to learn our lesson. We're going to think we're good again until somebody else smacks us in the mouth. I think we need to be winning games by 3 points or less on a regular basis. And people don't like when I say that, but it's true because what that teaches you is how to win close games. If you learn how to win close games, that means you learn how to keep your mind in the game and you learn how to edge out certain plays. So you understand that you have to be focused. I don't want to see the sounds of the sideline where we talking to the sideline, everybody happy, everybody smiling. Get that shit out of football for me. For the Cowboys anyway, because we're not a veteran team, a team that's seasoned, that's used to winning. If they blow you out, like the Chiefs ain't blowing everybody out, they're just winning quietly, chilling, winning. If you was a team that knows how to win and you blow a team out, then what are they doing? They sitting there resting and getting prepared. They understand what we just gonna rest our players because we just gonna get ready for next week. We ain't hype about it. We just all right, it happened. Now we get extra rest. Cool. We get happy and think we good. And then we get smacked next week. That ain't good for the Cowboys. They're not a good team when they're not up against it. They need to have a foot on their neck. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Rich Coleman, I appreciate it. Are they getting CMC back this season? I don't even know, but Jordan Mason looked good, so I don't think they even give a fuck. Because it shows you that even if a C-Mac, Jordan Mason, whoever, if you're a one cut back that got some burst, you're gonna play well with the 49ers. That's why I say Deuce Vaughn can play there. Man, listen, I'm keeping it a buck. Zeke can be their short yardage back and be just fine. And you'll be like, Zeke is all right with number 15 of the 49ers. If Hunter Lipke was their full-time back, running back, not fullback, he was their feature back. Hunter Lipke would have a good season. He would have 1,000 yards running for these guys. Because one, he got some good speed. Two, he'll smack you. Three, don't nobody want to tackle him. Don't nobody want to tackle Zeke either. So if you give Zeke a 5-yard start, head of steam, he ain't got to deal with an offensive lineman or throw a defensive end. He just got to deal with linebackers and safeties who only want to put a hand on him. What you think he about to do to your team? He's going to hurt y'all. He's going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? He's going to hurt you if you let him run at the line. And then you have your offensive line running and diving at the legs of our tight ends that are coming on those snap motions and diving at the legs of defensive ends. What are those defensive ends not doing? What does Micah Parsons not do when he plays the 49ers? He don't get upfield. He get upfield and put his head on the swivel because he know they're trying to knock his knees out or they're trying to knock him out coming across the line of scrimmage. We don't see any of that shit. None of that. We need to see it a lot. Do it and keep doing it. Do it till you do it well. He said, yeah, Henry got an O-line with a blocking scheme. There is no comparison to our run game. That's a fact. I want to see sounds from the sidelines when we lose. Yeah, I want to see that too. I want to see what Micah Parsons and D-Law was talking about that time. You know what I mean? Chiefs also have a top in the league of coaching. We can only dream of such things. Man, you one of them dudes be like, man, I wish I could drive that car. Man, we only can dream of it, man. I wish I could just touch his shirt, man. Look at those guys over there. Man, I wouldn't say anything to those guys. They're gonna fuck us up, man. You talk like that, man. I can't. That's how you talk in football. I mean, why wouldn't I think you talk like that in real life, bro? You gotta stop that shit, man. Stop talking about other teams like you ain't shit. We ain't 1-5. And yeah, you said it before. I gotta say this to you, Davey. You said, "Oh, this 3-3 really feels like a 1-5 because it's really not a real 3-3 because of this and this and that. 3-3 is fucking 3-3. Any other team understands this. When the Eagles are winning, what do Hurts say? Man, it's all about getting a W. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We be like, man, this W ain't the same. We really lost. Damn. A win is a fucking win. Stop that shit. I still believe that. Deuce Vaughn in the Niners scheme would be a Pro Bowler. He would be doing them so wrong, man. It's crazy. Zeke would still suck at the 49ers. Sorry. All right, bro. We hear you. Ain't no more argument because I clearly see no matter what anybody show you, you're going to believe what you believe. But you don't got to tell me no more. I know what you believe. I don't care. I thought we were having a you want to be proven wrong or you want to see what we're talking about. You want to believe what you believe no matter what anybody says anyway. That's confirmation bias or you have that thought and you stuck there. I ain't here to get you out of that. You have cognitive dissonance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to get you out of that. You gotta seek therapy for that, bro. I ain't here to fix that. I just showed you in front of your face. If you think that if Zeke couldn't done anything with that front line, then you crazy. Ain't nothing I can say about it. But if he was doing it, you one of the people that hate to a point where if they do it, you either get quiet or you say it's from some other reason. It got to be, it was a perfect eclipse and Mars was in retrograde. So he was able to run that day because, the power of Aries and Athena was on his side that day or some shit like that, right? You make excuses that don't even sound right. All right, Okoye, two things. Hold on. I don't got my glasses on. Two things. Where do you show your picks and how do I make them? Want to show some love to your channel. We'll show them Saturday. I have Noah show them Saturday on this channel. It's usually on one of my shorts, but short videos. But I'll make sure they put them on this channel early on. I don't know who the fuck is that coming in this backyard though. But yeah, I'll make sure we show it and then we'll get that going this week. You'll see it Saturday. I'll make sure Noah puts that up. We good on the road. Yeah, we are. Let's see. Good teams don't bother with Zeke. That's why, bro, was available deep into the offseason last 2 seasons. All right, done. No problem. We believe you. Tell us you don't know the game without telling us you don't know the game. Zombie alert. Keep cooking, Okoye. Appreciate you. I ain't arguing with you no more, Davey. All right. Henry is not dumb. He went to the Ravens for a reason. Of course he did. Of course he did. The reason he did is because he understands, like, if I'm a runner that needs one the ball a lot, I need a coach that thinks that way. I need a coach that actually schemes that type of stuff up. The crazy thing is when you have a coach like a McCarthy or Schottenheimer, I think I don't blame Shotty because Shotty, when he was with the Steelers, I mean with the not the Steelers, but the Seahawks, he was a run heavy motherfucker. Like Shotty. Matter of fact, let me show you Shotty real quick. I think I got this. Hold on a second. Let me go to this channel first and pull this up, and then I'm gonna show it to you. Boom. Let me show you Shotty. Put that shit on mute because I don't want to hear you. All right, bodies. Oh man, I remember this one. This is my John right here. Let me see if y'all can hear this real quick. Let me put you. Boom.
How are you?
See what y'all
I guess
can
the
see.
better question is, what have I become? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Your life.
Can y'all hear this?
Your life is my failure. What? You messed it up.
I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. If y'all can't,
I messed it up
I'll
for
turn the
you.
sound off because I can hear it.
What? Sitting in some shitty ass cubicle?
This is my shit.
Wiping the white man's ass? Oh, the white man. White man ain't your problem. Not yet. No, I don't have problems. Shit, I solve them. You know, your fear. Let the worst thing Dad did come true for you. For us, that's bullshit. He never cared about anybody but himself. He said he was working for the people, but as soon as somebody crossed him, what'd he do? He threw them right under the bus. And here you are talking about the white man's ass when everybody got to kiss your ass or else.
Jerry. Talking to Jerry.
Help people. My God, you listen to yourself? God damn, nigga.
You listen to yourself, Davey?
What about Mr. Wright? What about him? What about Kevin and even Rob, man, boy, your dad? And all the niggas you and your little motherfucking minions them plotted on in between. Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny, Carvel, him, her, bodies. They're all dead. That's how you help Franklin? No, I made me and my people rich.
Shout out to my AKs. I hope y'all like that one. That's from Snowfall on FX. One of my favorite shows. I like that show. But let's dig right. All right, I don't even need my other voiceover. Let's just watch the film. Now they got the same block scheme. This is Solari still. Watch the blocks. They firing off the ball, not really doing no motions. Oh, there's a motion there. Oh, there's a motion there. Boom. Pow. This is what Shotty ball looks like. That's why I don't think Shotty. I think Shotty's designing the plays, but he damn sure ain't calling them. There was a motion there. Boom. He designing them, but he ain't calling them. I don't think this is the one where the run scheme was. This isn't a run scheme play. I mean, game. Let me see. I don't think this was a run scheme game. This was like just straight up offense. Let me see. Bam. Watch this. Boom. See, yeah, this is the same scheme we run right here. Everybody just trying to hold their blocks, right? And hoping that we're just stronger than you. Watch this. Same thing. Look at Carson. See? That's how we block right now. But we're just not driving our feet. But I don't like this fucking scheme. I don't like it. We weren't doing it half as aggressive as they are. They just hoping that we have a better line of scrimmage or a better offensive line, and we just don't right now, man. We don't. These guys are not blocking like this. There's no pre-snap motion here. Boom. There was a pre-snap motion right there. Boom. But see, same blocking scheme. Same blocking scheme. This is all running back right here. Everything right there. That's all Carson. This is why they all got beat to shit too. All they running backs got beat to hell. Why? Because they're just smash mouth. But Shotty, at least they were firing off. Look how violent their offensive line is. But I still don't like it. So this is what we're doing. I'm standing corrected because this is what there's a switch here. We do this shit here. We do this. There's no pre-snap motion though. There's no jet motions coming off the ball. Now, there, same thing. We do this type of stuff here, but this is all running back here, all vision. It requires your running back to be patient and have vision, but you can only be patient when there's people holding up blocks. Right there, you just told him to run at bar and just hit bar right here. Boom. Stretch, stretch. There's violence going on, though, but this is all player effort, not scheme. Pay attention. Player effort. Everybody just hat on hat. So this is what Scolari was doing here. That's all player there. He actually ran in the wrong gap, just got a couple of yards. But so the scheme, I guess, to my point, the scheme is doing exactly what they were doing in Seattle. We just don't have the talent up front or the violence up front to make it look as good as this looks, because that's all they're doing. Everybody's just trying to hold their blocks. I don't like that scheme. We need to start giving these guys some help. So this is just them holding their blocks, hat on hat, and then running backs doing the rest. Nobody even got to the second level. Mm, 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 mm. Man, we got to do better, folks. We got to do better. Hat on hat. Same thing. And the reason it was exciting though watching this on film. I was excited watching it because when you're watching how violent these guys block and how they're pushing guys off the ball, it makes sense because you're thinking, okay, well, we got guys here who we think can maul guys, but there is no motion pre-snap that's creating any space here either. This actually makes you give the Seattle running backs back then even more credit from 2020, I think this was. They get even more credit from me because they weren't getting any help either, and they were running pretty damn good. Same scheme. Same scheme. And this is our problem. But when we do it, we're getting pushed in the backfield prior to us even getting the ball. That's what's happening to us on a regular basis. There's the setup. So same look, but now off that same look, they're going to run a play action. Now you got Lockett one-on-one with with Kendricks. Ain't that funny? One-on-one with Kendricks in the middle of the field, and you got yourself an opportunity. I think, did he catch that? I don't know if he caught it, but that's still opportunity. No motion. No motion. Just come out big and hope that your guys are big enough to block the rest of those guys. Now, we're still not getting these looks here. This is why Scolari bought it here. He probably thought he had a better offensive line. He still has – Carson just got touched right there, 20 yards up the field. We don't get any of those either. We don't get any of this. Just cave in the backside. All right, pause. But cave them in and then just run the ball that way. Boom. We don't get any of this. We don't get any of these type of looks. None of this. Play action is a screen pass. Boom. I think I saw that one though. Rico just did this play the other day. Stretch play. Put your foot in the ground. Hold your blocks. You got to hold your blocks to be able to run the scheme. Hold your blocks. Look at that. That was trash right there. Look how many people in the gap. Look how many people in the gap. We need a young guy. We just need a young guy that's a offensive coordinator coming in here, man. We need a young guy. This is them against that double A gap pressure. Look at Russell. Shout out to Russell Wilson. Got his job back. Look at that. That's what happened when you play action off of the run, when you've been running the ball effectively. Let's watch this run play that's coming next. Boom. No motion. Let me see. Boom. Just a down block. And really, that's all messy blocking right there. That's all running back right there. There's nobody. There's two guys in the gap that he just stutter steps and he forces them to slow down. So they slow down. Boom. Shotty, I tried to help you, man. I actually don't like this. I liked it then because it looks better when they did it. But I don't like it now. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on. Just stand there, boys. No blocking is not needed. That's facts. They not blocking at all. Hold on. Let me see what else. I see some Cowboys on the Vikings defense. Facts. I think everybody on this chat sees who's emotional about the stats. We not arguing here, man. I'm not arguing anymore. Stop arguing with Davey, man. Davey don't like Zeke. He hate him. So don't even, if he talk about Zeke, just let him talk because he already said enough. Davey, you hate him. That's cool, man. Just move on. Swain, I feel like it's a cop out from wanting to do actual film. Yeah. Oh, y'all arguing with him. Yeah. Anyway, anything else we'll address? Let me see. Matter of fact, Let me give you something else. I'm gonna give you one more since I'm doing these anyway. Might as well. Let me go pull up another one. Watch this here. Let me see. All right. This was Zeke's last 2 years with us. Last 2 years with us. Now I'm not saying Zeke is this Zeke. I don't know if he is because I honestly haven't got an opportunity to see anything. Let me remove these from the studio. Boom. Move this one from the studio. Boom. Let me present that one. Watch this. Boom. All right. Boom. Boom. And make sure y'all can see it. Y'all can. All right. Let me go back to it and press play. Cool. Now, this was Zeke's last 2 years with us. These are loaded boxes, everything. Now, our blocking scheme, and this is crazy to say, our blocking scheme was actually better this year, the last 2 years before Shotty came in here. Our blocking scheme was better with Kellen. I don't know who our run block, our blocking, our offensive line coach was, but it was better. We were at least trying to seal the backside. We don't do that anymore. We just run a pit hat on hat. Now let's watch. Let's watch. And tell me I'm crazy. Boom. That was all Zeke right there. He ain't had I mean, there was nothing for him to do there. But let's see. We're not even getting opportunities to do any of this shit. Now watch. This was 3 years ago, I think. Or maybe 2. When he was healthy for the first half of the year before he dinged up his knee the first time. Then he did it again the next year. Boom. Had more burst. Boom. That was all Zeke. This play here is all Zeke. Do I need him to be this guy? No. Is he this guy? I don't think so. But I don't need him to be. You know what I need him to be? I need him to be a guy who can get tackled right around there. Right there. Boom. Right there. If he goes down right there, I'm cool with that. He don't have to be this guy. That's what we want right now from Rico, right? He don't have to be that Zeke. All he has to do is give me 6 yards. Give me 4 to 6 yards on any given play. I'm happy with that from a Zeke. Rico could give me, the burst plays. Here, boom. Look at the blocking. We came at Connor Williams so crazy, but look at the blocking. Now that is a scheme. Even though it's not super crazy, look at Tyron Smith on the backside. His job is to seal. Boom. He just had to get his head inside so he can seal this off and create a wall. And Connor Williams' job is to take his guy and just ride him all the way to the middle of the field, right? So that's the gap right there. That's all Zeke is looking for. Boom. Once he sees that, put your foot in the ground and go. Are we seeing any of that? Now, that's what I'm talking. That's all I need Zeke to be able to do is that right there over and over again. Could he do that if you block for him? He can still do that. That's all I need him to do is that. I don't need him to make 50-yard, 60-yard Derrick Henry runs. I just need him to do that. He can do that all day. And then Dak will have an easier time throwing the ball, and he'll have more time to throw the ball. Like here, like so. Play action works. This is all I want from them. A clean pocket because they actually respect the run and they think you might actually run. Boom. Sneak guys out of the backfield. This is when Schultz was here. Sneak guys out of the backfield on those little check downs right there. Boom. Dak doesn't see what he wants. All right, cool. Pull it down. Throw the foot. These plays we got all day. We could do this shit all day long, folks. Why doesn't it work? Because we're not blocking like this. Show me. You can point to any game you want. Anybody can. Davey included. Tell me the game where you saw the offensive line block correctly, and I will pull that game up, and I will show you that they weren't. I have all of the footage. Boom. Look at them firing off the ball. So watch Steele and just Zack Martin right there. Look how much space they created already. Look at that. And it's a mess. But can Zeke fall forward in this and get you, 6 yards? Yup. Do I need him to do that? Yup. This is all I need him to do. Shit like this. This is it. I don't need him to be a home run hitter. I just need him to do that. He can't even get a chance to do that because he's getting fucked up before he touched the ball. He's flipping guys. So I don't want to hear it. I'm not seeing none of this. This one we didn't even know if we wanted to use Steele or not. When Steele was actually good, he got hurt now. But we don't move him. If you move Steele, you can't have Steele trying to hold blocks. That's not how he ever blocked. Steele always used his legs to block. Like right there, you see that? He's a guy that you want to move at. You want to have him running at a guy. You don't want him waiting. If Steele is waiting for you to hit him, Steele is not half as good. Steele needs to be a guy that has to go and hit something. That's when he's always at his best. Just hit something. Boom. It's made it super easy. Now look at that space. When have you seen anybody on our team right now? Now this is all Pollard right here. Pollard, beautiful. But look at the gap that he had when he first touched the ball. Look at that. Ew. We don't see none of that. This is from 2 years ago when we were about to get rid of Zeke. Maybe 3. Because I have film from another game from Zeke too. I think it's called No Country for Old Men. I'll show that one next. But look at that. We ain't getting none of this shit. Look at these blocks. Now you see Connor Williams holding because they're trying to hold blocks. This is how you get holding calls, trying to hold blocks. Let guys hit something. Boom. Man, give me some of this. Inflicting pain matters, man. Why does it matter? Because you got to go hit this guy again later on in the game. Do you think Zeke can still do this right here? Let's just look at those guys. Are we doing that now? Look at that. That's nastiness. Are we doing any of that now? No. Let's watch that again. We don't see none of this shit from Zack Martin. We ain't even getting low no more. They pass blocking. Look at this. Look at Steele and Martin. They killed Buddy. You think he don't feel that? He feel that. Getting kneed all in his mitt. Look, all in his mitt. Smack him up. This is blocking, folks. We're not seeing none of this. Boom. Everybody down block and killed everybody in there. That's all I need Zeke to be able to do right there. We're not creating none of this. That's it. Nobody's respecting Zeke right here. Nobody came to the line of scrimmage. Now look at our second level, right? You got guys right now. This looks like that Derrick Henry run where I said you had guys trap the upfield pressure, and then you had who was that? Tyron, the tight end, and Zack Martin all jumped to the second level. Boom, get a hat on the second level. Zeke's vision right there. There was nowhere for him to go right there. Boom, good vision. That's all vision. That's all vision. Beautiful run. Boom, beautiful run. And that was a running. That's him doing that. Beautiful run. Beautiful. See what happens on this play. And you was calling him trash this year, back then, Davey. He was trash then. This was trash too. Look at that. Smacking guys. Still getting you 5 yards. Smacks. Hold on, let me stop sharing this one. Boom. Let me get back in here. I'm just going. I feel like doing it right now. So I'm gonna just keep going, man. I'm gonna just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I don't even give a fuck. Boom. Let's keep going. All right. One more second. Give me a second. Let me pull some more film up. Doom, 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 doom. Show all. Hold on a second. I'm about to present. And boom. Let me pull this up. Share screen, present. See, does he have anything left? All right. All right. So this kind of picking up where we left off. So this is the rest of that film. Well, why is it loud? Why does it look like this? What's going on? Why look all? Hold on. Let me escape from here. Let me try this again. Boom. There we go. All right. Still sharing. Boom. All right. Here we go. We're not getting none of this. But even this, Zeke met at the line of scrimmage, still getting hit. There's nowhere for him to go, even in this blocking scheme. This wasn't great, but it was better than what we're doing right now. At least we look violent. You know what I mean? But everybody's just trying to hold their blocks. I don't like this shit. That was the same play we just watched a second ago. Let's see if he has some pop. And I got other film I'm going to show you from the year after this, so you can see with a knee brace at that. I'm going to show you what he was doing with the knee brace on. Boom. Do they look happy to have to hit Zeke? Look at this. He already getting hit. Still smacked the shit out your fucking corner, and he's already in the middle of getting tackled. Like he's hard as shit to tackle. Don't nobody want to tackle bull. Don't nobody want to tackle him, man. Here we go. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Yeah, y'all can see everything. Boom. Well, you act like I told you it was from 5 years ago, bro. I just said it's from 3 years ago. You act like you just made some news. It's from 2021. I'm looking at the blocking scheme and looking at Zeke. Can Zeke do this now? Well, he just had a big ass run last year too with the Patriots, but yeah, I don't need him to do this. Like I told you, I don't need him to do this. All I need him to do is give me 6-7 yards off the scheme. Can he do that? Can the scheme do that for him? It's not doing it, Davey. So I said I'm not arguing with you no more because of that. Because you see what I'm saying. I can't. Where else could I get the film from this year? How could we? We're not doing shit this year. Where are you gonna get the film from? Where you want me to pull it from? This is bad blocking here. At least they trying. That's messy. I knew when the game was from, Davey. I said this is from 2 to 3 years ago, before we got rid of Z. And how the hell did Pollard even get the fuck out of this? Now this is all running back. When you say vision and burst, Pollard did that. That wasn't great blocking. He said, Okoye, can we find a solution with our blocking concepts? What do you see? I don't think you can now with our concept, because our concept requires you to be more talented than the guys in front of you, and they're not right now. Zach Martin getting knocked off the ball like that, still getting knocked off the ball. Plus, you're not playing to your player's strengths. When you look at your line, our offensive line is an athletic but physical offensive line, especially when you look at Guyton and you look at Steele. Those are guys that you want pulling. You want them moving at the snap. Not like you see how Steele's blocking right now. You don't want Steele doing this. You want Steele pulling. You want him moving, because if Steele is moving in space, it can hit somebody, especially guys that like defensive ends that are smaller than him. If he get a running start on anybody, Steele is vicious, but he has to be moving. He has to be moving. But that was a great tunnel block right there. Like that scheme, honestly, this is better. Let me go back to it. I can't get to that screen because I'm looking at your comments. This was better than anything that I've seen from Solari and Schottenheimer right now, and this is giving Kellen Moore and whoever else was our offensive line coach at the time. This is giving them credit, because we don't even do this type of shit right now. We don't do none of it, and I don't think this is great, but this is better than what we're doing right now. This is better than with our players. Hat on hat is not going to work. How you got Cooper Beebe? Beebe looks out of place, and Beebe is a mauler. but BB can't do anything because they just have him just trying to hold blocks. Pin and pull. We need some pins and pulls. We need the guys moving. So to your point, Megatwine, you need to be able to pull. You need to be. Let me give you some different film. I want you some more recent film because David didn't like this one. You know what I mean? Let me give you something else. But yeah, you need to be able to pull though and get these guys in motion. They're not moving, and I don't mean alignment in motion pre-snap. You know what I'm saying? But moving after the snap, obviously. If we can get them moving, I think he got a chance. But we don't got no shot like this. We got no shot. Not like this. All right, I'm not gonna go back that far. Let's go here. And this is my No Country for Old Men. I think this one was eligible. And I put everything in this one. So this was Zeke's last years with us and those years that you just watched. I put everything in this one. Boom. We don't need that. So from the rip, even when you look at it schematically, watch this. Boom. There's some motion. Now watch. You see that? Boom. That's all I want to see right there. What you saw Schultz do right here. Just trap block that guy on the backside and give these guys a place to cut back to. That's it. And that was even messy blocking. But this, when I said I don't need Zeke to get all the way up the field like a Derrick Henry, all I need him to do is be vicious at the second level right there. That's it. That's enough for me. Put your foot in the ground, smack somebody. Boom. That's all I need Zeke doing is this type of shit right here. Could he do this? Yep. Can he still do this? Yes. Can he give you home runs? No. But do I need him doing that? Remember when I said I need Steele's feet moving? This is what I mean by Steele. Watch Steele on this play. Just watch Steele right here. Boom. Get him moving. He needs to be moving, not trying to hold a block. Let him move those feet. That's where he's good. Boom. This is all I need Zeke to be able to do. Get to the second level, make an impact, and make those guys on the second level feel it so that they don't really want to hit later on in the game. Here we are again. Boom. This is all I need. Look at Schultz right there. We don't see any of this type of contact. Like, we got to be physical. I need physicality. Look at this. Watch Schultz here. Boom. Boom. And look, Connor Williams got killed. Look at Steele on the second level. Watch Schultz. Schultz just took Bosa and killed him. Boom. And Steele just took that guy and just drove him into the end zone. Cool. Cool. You got to get their feet moving. Get their feet moving. Connor Williams can't hold a block, but he can move. Right there. Tyron Smith didn't have to do shit. He just let the guy upfield. He lets him upfield, and then he seals him. Boom. That ain't a block. He ain't really had to do nothing. He let him upfield and then turned around on him. Look, let him upfield. Now hit him. That's it. We don't do none of this shit. Look at how much now. If you tell me Zeke is sucking 3 yards of carry when he looks like this, look at how much space there is in that line. Look at the space. If Zeke or Rico or Deuce Vaughn or Hunter Lipke or any of those motherfuckers, Rico, any of them, or Dalvin Cook for that matter, get this much space when they touch the ball, they gone, bro. They gonna fuck something up. They gone, bro. That's all I need. That's what I'm asking for when I say I want to assess these guys. Look at this. Boom. Now, this is him Connor Williams trying to hold a block when he was here. Boom. This is why he used to get holding calls, because when you're trying to hold a block, you're going to get holding calls. Boom. But that's all I need right there is this. Can he get to the second level, make an impact? That's all I need Zeke to be able to do is that. That's all I need. And he can still do that if you block like this for him. Move guys, give him a lane, and let him put his foot in the ground and go. Does he need? Now look, now you got Steele out in space on the second level hitting guys. Look, Tyron Smith, is he blocking? Is he trying to hold the block? No, he letting that dude upfield and just pushing him far upfield so that defensive end can't do shit. Getting to the second level with your tight ends and with Steele and just getting in the way of those linebackers. Look, just getting in the way. Look at the lane. Look at the lane. Now, Zeke does it. The old Zeke gets a touchdown off this play. The new Zeke, he gonna get tackled after 10 yards. I don't give a fuck. But give me this. And if I see Zeke not doing anything with that, then I will say Zeke washed. He ain't getting this. He's not getting these type of lanes. Watch this blocking scheme. Watch this. I would never think I would see the day where I say that Kellen Moore's run scheme looks better than what we're doing today. But it does. It really do. That's crazy. I hate Kellen Moore, but I hate our blocking scheme right now even more. Now, Steele missed this guy this time, but guess what? Him even missing in space just got what's that, Singleton out the way enough for Zeke for him to only get a piece of Zeke. That was enough. Boom! Look at that. That was enough. That's all vision right there. Boom! That's all I need right there, man. That's all I need. All I need you to be able to do. I don't need you to hold blocks. I need you to get off the ball and go hit some shit. Now look, everybody fired off the ball. Zeke is one-on-one with a linebacker right now. Hat on hat. Bam! Get him the fuck out of here. Can he still do that? Can Rico do that? I think so. I think so. So when I'm talking, I'm not just making shit up over here, man. I don't see none of this. Do y'all? Do y'all? I don't. Everybody gonna down block. Everybody down blocks, and then you have, I think, Connor Williams pulling, and you got our tight end, I think Schultz at the time is pulling. Boom. You got and then you sneak. They snuck Tyron Smith to the second level. Boom. He just gets in his way. He ain't got to hold no block. Boom. Just impact blocks right off the edge. Boom. CD over there holding. Look at that. Look at the lane though. Do you see any of this year? I don't see none of this, bruh. And when I look at that was all vision on Zeke right there. But if I see this and then our running backs are still not getting anywhere with it, then I can give you, I can give you some sort of credit, Davey. But I don't see that. That was crazy vision right there. That was all Zeke. And then protecting your knees right there while you got a guy on your back. That was beautiful right there, man. Beautiful run with no help, really. We already saw most of the clips from this game. Boom. I like it though. Everybody moving, man. They gotta be moving. I don't really want a lot of this film because we've seen it all. All right, here goes Giants game. Now this game, he hurt his back because he jumped on the pylon. Remember this one? Boom, right here, I think too. Boom, boom, right there. Bah, hurt his back. This is what he do for y'all. And guess what Davey do after he do that and still finish the game? Guess what Davey say? You fucking trash. After he break his body up for you, you be like, fuck you. I ain't like that, bro. I don't know. I ain't cut from that cloth, man. That's all Zeke right there. After breaking his back, broke his back, broke his back. Came in. Look. As soon as he get through the line, bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if I see that was a bad block, I ain't really like the blocking on that. That was all Zeke. But I do need to see though. Look, these guys moving like this. You see? Boom. When Steele and all those guys are able to move, and able to pull and pin and get to the second level, they're much better. This is just them. This is our scheme right now. But this requires you to be able to hold all these blocks. Look at this. Look at this blocking scheme. This is what we do right now. I'm gonna show you in this Patriots game. Watch it. This is what we're doing almost every play right now when we run. Look, everybody just hat on hat, pass blocking. Nobody's really firing off the ball. Everybody just there. Just beat your man, and then let Zeke get to the second level. I mean, that's how often are you going to get that when your offensive line is banged up? They're not there. They're not here right now. They didn't do nothing on that play. This is all Zeke right here. They ain't do shit on that play. He just bounced it outside. Now everybody moving. Now this is what I like. Get everybody moving, and you're going to see this offensive line take off because that's where our skill set is. Everybody's a mauler but they're maulers in space. But this game right here was all Zeke and physicality, right? This is probably what got them to the Patriots. They were like, man, running against this dude was hard as shit. Even when we did everything right, he still was fucking us up. Look at that. Smack. Hurting guys, man. He got hurt in this game too. Bang, right there. Banged his knee up. Look at that. Banged his knee up. I would never play for y'all as fans, though. I wouldn't. Dad said it. He said, you get hurt and you play for this team. Look, he ain't got nobody blocking around. But when you hurt, you get playing for this team, they're going to screw you over. And this run scheme right here isn't the greatest. Like I told you, it's not the greatest. But it's better than what we're doing right now because at least you got guys getting surprise blocked. They don't know where the block is coming from sometimes. Bam. Look at that. Like right there, he just beats the shit out of his man. And he just beat the shit out of Connor Williams, and then tight end comes and clears him out. Right, watch this. He gonna beat the shit out of Jarrett gonna beat the shit out of Connor Williams. Oh, and then Steele. That's why you gotta get Steele moving. But Steele comes in and cleans that out, and Zeke just finishes. Man, get him to the second level where he don't got defensive linemen touching him, and Zeke gonna kill you. He gonna kill you. Look at those blocks, man. Beautiful stuff, man. Get these guys moving, man. Get them moving. Look at Biades. Loaded boxes. Let's see what happens here. This is how we block right now. This bullshit right here, though. I don't like it. But he still could do that, though. I don't like it, though. Everybody talked about Cooper Rush that year Dak went out for 5 games. Cooper Rush being the one who led us to those wins. We ran the ball like crazy when Cooper Rush was the quarterback because we had really it was Zeke that won those games. Yeah, everybody talks like it was Cooper Rush. It was the run game. Zeke was smacking people. These games right here. You see Cooper Rush in there? All right. Do you see us doing shit like this? Look, when the last time you see Tyler Smith in space? When the last time you seen him in space? I haven't seen him in space this whole year. When the last time you seen him able to do shit like this? Look at him upfield. We're not blocking like this, folks. But look at the results when you block like this. Now, is he getting touchdowns? No, because he ain't got that kind of burst. But look at him. He could do this. So when you say he's this ain't washed. But if you say he can't get you touchdowns no more, no, he ain't getting no 50-yard runs. But not like that. Look at this. Now look at this next play. Let's watch what Steele does on this play. We don't see none of this. Look at Steele. Man, that was against Cox. Space. When's the last time you seen this season? Show me one time, just once. And it's impossible for you to say you have a good run scheme if you're Solari or Schottenheimer, and you ain't get your running backs in space. Not one time. I haven't seen this much space. I'm gonna show you. And this play was okay from Zeke too, but I'm talking about this one right here. Watch this. This play right here. Look at the space. And look at the pull. Now, see, there's that snap motion right there. And I think that's Noah Brown. But look at that. Look at the down block. And you got the seal from the backside from Schultz. You got Noah Brown just pulling because he can block a little bit. But you got these down blocks from Steele. And Steele just going to clear this out. Now, look, it's just Zeke. I don't think Maddox wanted no smoke. He sees Zeke. He ran right past it. He ran right past that. Boop. Because he was in man. But he ran right past that. Now it's just Zeke in the open field against people who don't want to fucking tackle him. They don't want to hit him. They don't want to hit him. Boom. Look at that. Boom. That's a linebacker. And it's a lineman on his back. He's still going. Look at this. There's nobody blocking these guys. Nobody blocked right there. That's Zeke right there. Bang. 2 unblocked guys in the gap. Boom. Still going. That's no gain for you think Henry gonna get a touchdown off of that? No. Will Henry even get a yard off of that? No. I'm not saying he's better than Henry. Don't start that shit. I'm just saying. Don't disrespect the motherfucker. Now, this is all Zeke here, too. He got hurt on that play, too, I remember. We don't get this kind of... Look at the space. 5 yards up the field, gets touched. Boom. 5 yards up the field, he finally gets hit, and then he falls forward for another 5 or 6. Look at this. Boom. Contact, gone. I love it. 8 yards after the initial contact. 8. Beautiful. Can he do that if he's running up against safeties and corners? Yeah. Linebackers? Yeah. He getting hit by defensive ends and defensive tackles before he gets the snap. So I can't assess that. Still moving. That's what I need you to do with Steele and Martin. Get them in motion. Now, on this play, they don't even block. They didn't block nobody on this play. Look. Nobody blocked nobody. But nobody wants to hit Zeke because of what he's been doing all game. This is why it matters if you run the ball a lot, if you are McCarthy. Because, look, these are business decisions. Nobody want to hit him. They want to grab him. They don't want to hit him. That's why he got those yards. Now, this was the year he got hurt. We all know these plays. Boom. Can Zeke do this? Yeah. Can he still do this if you give him this type of space? He should have went the fuck out of bounds and he would still be playing. He still would have been playing at a high level. But he took that ding on the knee, and that was that. But now we get to see what he was doing, what this version of Zeke is, because you say, all right, Zeke, slow down after this play, right? I would agree. All right, cool. So let's watch what he did after this play. In the same game and after. Very next carry, after partially tearing his ACL, jumps over a motherfucker. I like that on my team. Now, is he that? No. Can he get a touchdown on this? Fuck no. He still try to jump over you. He tried to jump over somebody this year too. But I don't need him to be this. I just need guys moving. Look at Tyler Smith. Look at him. He's just looking for something to hit. I need that. That's what I need. I need the offensive line doing this, hitting shit. Look at Dak even pinning guys. Now this is him with a knee brace on. So this is the Zeke that we got right now. Can Zeke still do this? Yeah. This is knee brace Zeke. Still, that's what we need these guys doing, man. Violent at the point of attack. They not violent like this right now, man. They getting hit. They're not hitting. Zach Martin, where you at, bruh? We need this Zach back. Like the Zach that if he put his hands on you, he hurts you, man. This is what we need. So when you say what can we do to fix it, it's about effort and it's about snap motions. We need these guys moving in space, pinning and pulling. We're not gonna be very good if we keep trying to get these guys to play hat on hat. I think they think that these guys are just better than everybody, and they're not. This is him with a knee brace on. Remember, folks, this is Zeke with a knee brace on, running like 18 miles an hour. Come on, boom, come on, man. I ain't never seen nobody do that with no motherfucking partially torn ACL, man. Crazy. Get these guys to the second level, get our offensive line to the second level, and let Zeke and Rico. And I'm just showing Zeke film because I ain't got Rico film. And Pollard ain't here no more. So I'm not just saying Zeke should be. I'm not trying to big up Zeke. I'm looking at the offensive line and the blocking scheme. I'm not trying to big up Zeke and say Zeke should be a feature back. I'm saying if we're blocking like this, all of our backs will look great or look good anyway. They'll look good. We're not blocking like this no more. Boom. Not blocking like this no more, man. We ain't getting none of this shit. I want to see a dead body. I mean, can I rest my case? Can I rest my case? All right. That time you up, buddy. Where we at? New comments. I ain't ban you, did I? I ain't mean to ban you. My bad. Let me remove the ban. How do I do that? I ain't mean to ban you, bro. I meant to mute you. My bad, Davey. If you still on here, I ain't mean to do that. I'm gonna take that off. I don't know how to though. Let me see. Let me see, Davey. I'll let you back in next time, Dave. My bad. I was trying to mute your comments. I wasn't trying to delete you. I ain't mean that. My apologies. I'm for real too. I really ain't mean to do that. Court is adjourned. Court is adjourned. My bad, bro. I really ain't mean to do that, Davey. You know I ain't mean to do that. You've been a long time watcher. I wouldn't have did that to you. All right. All right. But that was Philbin block schemes. I mean, that was better than this. That was better than this. That was better than this. And honestly, I was about to say Scolari scheme looked crazy. It looked good. But when I went back and looked at it, I was like, it didn't look that crazy. Now I want to see another Scolari John. Let's watch. Let's see. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit. I ain't gonna be biased. Let me see. Shoddy. Here we go. Boom. I got a lot of film to show, man. Let me see. Old film. Let's get into it. Bam. Skip that shit. Bam. All right, this is him versus Dan Quinn. Boom. There's a pre-snap motion right there. I said you don't do no pre-snap motions, but there's a pre-snap motion. Right there, boom. There's a screen pass. There's like a screen pass. Boom. I think I was showing like his play action. I want to get to his run game though. Type of routes we run everywhere, right? Oh, my sound was fucked up back there. That's crazy. I came a long way, Chief. I want some run plays. My bad. That's why I'm doing this. Look at that. You remember this? This is what Kellen used to do. Oh man. Everybody, all hooks. These guys are actually moving. We don't even see none of this shit though. Rail routes and none of that. Like, where are these plays? Shotty? Where is this type of stuff? They was throwing the ball to the running back like crazy. Getting like in the beginning of this game, I think Carson had like 100 yards in the air, quick as shit, because of all of the rail routes that they were running. Like yo, we don't do none of this. Boom. We don't do none of this in the red zone. Look at that. Look how many people they get open due to the play action. We just run. We would run in reverses and just stop having guys stop. We still doing that shit right now. We did that with Tolbert on that interception. I don't see no running plays like that in this joint. So I'm about to X nay on this one. I want to see the run. Maybe I got to the run late. Yeah, I would think I was assessing the pass game. Yep. Yep. Well, I couldn't really check you out there. Bang, 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 bang. That's all hands, man. No gloves. All right. Yeah. All right, I think we done, man. I think we done. He said, watch the Lions game again, not to beat a dead horse, but the only linebacker we got shooting the gaps is Overshawn. Clark is playing timid. He could have blown up a few plays or flew runs and see and read and react, but he ain't but he doesn't see and react. Yep. Okoye, I agree with everything you're saying. I have been saying this Zeke is better than they think. Our O-line is just bad, and they won't change it around like a good coach would. It's the scheme too, though. I'm still under the belief that our rookie left tackle might be better at right tackle. Bench or trade Steele. Left guard, go back to left tackle. Bass plays left guard. Hoffman back to center, and Beebe at left guard. I like that, but moving guys around sometimes can mess things up. But at the same time, I think that Guyton and Steele are similar. You get them moving, I think they'll be fine. I think Guyton is okay run blocking, and you help that guy out. You know how you help out a guy like Guyton? You start running at that. You run a lot of those snap motions and those trap blocks at the defensive end to his side, right? So whoever lines up on his side who thinks they're going to pick on him, that's when you run those snap motions. So you do that intentionally. It's not just about the play call. It's also about the line. So you're doing that to set the tone for the line. Early in the game, you should have those type of snap motions like this right here. Meaning, like just now, let's look at this game again, right? Now look at where Trent Williams is. And let's just imagine that that's Guyton. Guyton is just asked to down block on this play, like Trent is here. That's all he's asked to do: get in motion, down block. And your defensive end that's trying to fire off on you or trying to pick on Guyton because he's over there, he getting his knees knocked out. You know what I mean? That's what you need to happen to him, and that's what you need happening to him over and over again. Have guys running at him, make him work. Get his knee. He ain't get his knees knocked out on that play, but you know what I'm saying. It's going to happen on the next one. Let me see. Probably on this one. Yeah, here we go. So this is to Guyton's side, right? So instead of Guyton having to deal with blocking this guy all game long, help him out. Trap block those guys, hit them. So that now when it's time for him to actually have to block one of those guys one-on-one, they're already dinged up. We saw how good that works with a Micah Parsons. Yes, he's going to get beat sometimes in those types of looks and in this type of scheme, but you help him out this way. This is how you can have an inferior offensive line. I don't think they do, but I'm just saying you could have an inferior offensive line and still play okay if you use some some theatrics. We don't have none of this. Maybe he should be teaching his O-line how to actually punch a motherfucker. Yeah, right. I would if they would let me. Clark is the worst linebacker in football. Got a Okoye looking at him with the side eye way last year. Yeah, man. I like Clark coming out of college too. That's what's crazy. I do not like him now. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. My bad. My bad. Dave is back. My bad, bro. Yo, I ain't mean to delete you. I meant that when I said that. I ain't mean to delete you, bro. My bad. My bad. I was trying to mute you. I wasn't trying to delete you. My bad. All right. But yeah, good to see you back, brother. Stop flooding my chat though, because I will mute you. All right, talk to y'all. I'm out of here. BB, I think, still learning the center position he is. Mr. Wright, Myers, you think Hoffman should be starting at center? If you put Hoffman at center, it would only be so you can move BB left guard and put Tyler Smith at left tackle, and then you got Steele and Zach Martin on the right side. I would do it then. I wouldn't do it for any other reason. So if you were doing it for that, cool. Davey, according to me, if one lineman is playing and it's them, if the whole line is playing bad, then it's probably the line coach. The whole line is playing bad. It's not one lineman. The entire offensive line is playing like ass, Dave. So and trust me, bro, I respect your opinion when it comes. You could not like whoever you don't want to like. I'm not here to make you like Zeke, so don't think I muted you for that. I'm muting because you're not listening to the argument. The argument is let's assess is it fair to just say let's assess the run game when they're actually being blocked for, when someone's blocking. We're not assessing it. So we can assess the run game once they actually start blocking for these guys. But they're not doing that yet. So until they do that, I can't sit there and talk about what any of these guys are, Zeke included. I'm not gonna say that Dowdle is trash. I'm not gonna say I don't know what Dowdle is. I think Dowdle and San Fran will look great. I think Deuce Vaughn and San Fran will look great. Deuce Vaughn and KC, if you gave Andy Reid another Westbrook type of player, he would go crazy with Deuce Vaughn, crazy with him. He would be sneaking him all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So we're not doing enough to take advantage of all the opportunities we have. We're not being creative enough, in my opinion. So that's what it is. But it's evident that it's evident it's the O line. Dak struggled too because of the pressure. Facts. Swain for real. Scolari stay with the hot sauce in his eyes. Facts. All right, but I really do gotta go. I got another I gotta go train one of my guys, and I don't even feel like it right now. But I canceled him all week. So I guess I gotta go. But I'll talk to y'all later, man. Oh, sorry. Outro. Make sure you guys are betting. I remember Jay Everett said it. You said you want to help or you want to actually support. Definitely use BetUS Sportsbook. Code word YouTube 150. That will help me out a lot. But also make sure you tune in on Saturday. I'm gonna have Noah post our picks, and you guys can pick with us. As I said, we won $2,083 last week. I had to give half of it up to Noah because it was his picks. I ain't pick him. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was busy, but he made some great picks, man. And appreciate y'all, Davey. Don't hate you. Don't got no beef with you, but assess it once we start blocking, bro, and then we can talk. Don't flood my chats until they do that. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all. But peace out, man. Talk to y'all soon.